You've been thinking of downsizing your home or helping your parents downsize? The mere thought of it can be overwhelming. How do you get rid of all that stuff? In today's Steal Advice segment, Mary Ann Wellener shares some common questions about downsizing and her answers, of course. Mary Ann, you run into this a lot, not only as an advice columnist, but also you are a real estate agent.
I am a real estate agent.
So people are always trying to downsize.
Yes.
How often do people say to you, hey, I need to downsize and I have no idea where to start?
Well, I think it's very good to start with a real estate agent, and there are a lot of options for people.
Let's start with this.
Okay.
People often say, I want to downsize. I could do it if my kids would take all of their stuff. My mother's probably thinking that. People have a lot of their kids' stuff. Is that where to start?
I think that's a wonderful place to start, because often you have to sell your home before you go on to the next phase of your life. And it's a wonderful excuse not to be able to do anything because your kids blame it on the kids.
Right.
When in fact a lot of it's your own stuff. So you start by clearing out your own things and let your children know you're getting the house ready, maybe to put on the market or just to be more pleasant for you. And as you clear out your own things, you can say to them, hey, I've got this, that, and the other thing that's yours. Do you want me to donate it? Do you want to come and get it? And then act on your own talk. And in the interest of full disclosure, I should tell you, I have a 100-year-old mom. I have her furniture in my garage. She collected her mother's furniture. So I have my grandmother's dining room furniture, my grandmother's living room furniture. I pull my car in my garage like this. So it's very easy to sit on this show and tell you what you do, checklist, to get rid of your stuff. But in reality, it's very hard.
It is difficult, and a lot of people hold on to things for sentimental reasons,
Yes.
of course, so it does get tough. Let me ask you this. People thinking about moving into a retirement community, some type of retirement home, what is the best way to downsize to get ready for that?
Well, I think it's a frame of mind, and it's also an age. The glossy brochures show people arm in arm, and they seem to me to look to be in their 60s, when in reality, when you go to the retirement homes, most of the population is older. So one thing you should do is always be aware of your health and how your health is doing, because a lot of places don't take people if they're in distress. So you want to make that decision while you are still healthy, and often the husband's health fails before the wife. But that's all talk. The age might be in your mid-80s. I think that's probably the time that most people are ready to move on to some sort of a retirement facility.
Yeah, those brochures can be kind of deceiving,
Yes.
can't they? Well, you often hear a lot of people say, we want to move into an apartment in Pittsburgh, but spend the winter in Florida, and they don't want to have to worry about a big old house. What advice would you have for those folks?
Well, I think that makes sense. The lady who wrote this question had pets, and that was the problem. So what do people do with their pets when they want to downsize and relocate? And pets are such a part of someone's life.
Absolutely.
You can't say just take them to a shelter. So possibly look for a place to rent, and look for a place that's pet friendly, and don't hang on to an old, huge old house and not go anywhere because you're babysitting the house. Maybe it's time to move to the condo.
Right, and there are pet-friendly places
Yes,
that people
there
can
are.
find. You just have to do a lot of research,
Yes,
right?
you do.
Okay, next question. We want to move to a condo that has a first-floor master bedroom and an attached garage. The problem is they're not willing to give up their convenient location. That's a tough one.
And it's a very real question. If that's your dream, and in fact there's nothing in your location like your dream, it's a daydream. So you have to bend a little bit.
Yeah.
If you don't want to give up the location, then maybe modify your own home so that you have some of the advantages there that you would be getting in a retirement home.
Absolutely, good advice there. This one, my son basically pushed me into a retirement community. I like it, but it's not perfect. How do I get some of my old friends to come and visit me?
I love this question. You pick up the phone and you invite them. You don't say, oh, come and see me sometime. They'll never come. But you pick up the phone and say, hey, we have a special luncheon on Tuesday the 15th, and I'd really like you to be my guest, and this is how you get here, and I'm inviting so-and-so also that we know, and invite them. They'll come. But you have to invite them.
Yeah, people get so busy. It's tough to remember, oh yeah, I just need to invite them to that.
Yes.
They'll be there. Okay, how about this one? I agreed to sell my house and use the money to build a grandma addition on my daughter's house. Now this person is having a change of heart. How can they get out of this predicament?
Well, granny flats, they're called granny flats. Granny flats are very popular.
Yeah.
But you should not put your life savings into a granny flat without thoroughly doing the research. And that's probably why the woman wants out of the predicament. She should sit down with an elder law attorney and go over all of the pros and the cons, ask questions like, what if my daughter relocates? What happens to my money?
Right.
Am I being used as a live-in babysitter? What about my independence? Are there other siblings? How do they feel about you dumping a wad in this child's house? What if your daughter gets... And then if you get answers to specific questions and it's still a no-go, then you just don't do it.
All right. Well, thank you for all of the advice. A lot of these questions are on the minds of a lot of our viewers, a lot of people out there. So thank you very much. We appreciate you coming in. For more of Mary Ann Steele advice, you can contact her at getsteeladvice@gmail.com. And of course, you can watch for her regular segments right here on PTL. Well,